Hello ladies and gents, welcome back. In this video I'm gonna talk about the two quarterfinal matches that have ended. The first one was between Alexander Zverev against Bona Čorić, and the other one was between Paulo Carreno Busta against Denis Shapovalov. It was two great matches, great quality. I watched a glimpse of both of them, not the whole match, but enough to get my opinion of how they played, and I looked at the stats a little bit, and what can we say? Sasha Zverev did his job like I predicted. He won 3-1 in set, very accurate, but just a lucky guess. And then Denis Shapovalov unfortunately crashed out. Pablo Carreno Busta beat him in a 5-set battle, a tough battle that was very unpredictable because Shapo won the first set 6-3. He lost the set number 2 and 3 in tie breaks, and then bageled PCB in the fourth set, but lost the fifth and deciding set 6-3 against the more clutch player. So PCB and Zverev is gonna face each other in the semifinals. It's PCB's first Grand Slam semifinal and Alexander Zverev's second. He went to semifinal at AO earlier this year. So he's starting to feel comfortable now. PCB is here also and has done a great job so far. It's not his fault that Novak Djokovic defaulted himself. He can only play and do what he can't control those situations. So a well-deserved spot because he has actually played great tennis. So without further ado, I'm gonna go into this first match, and that was between it was not the first match that played, but I'm gonna go into Paulo Carreno Busta and Denis Shapovalov's match and give you some thoughts and stats and what I thought was good and bad. First of all, congrats to PCB. He played outstanding. He was more clutch. He didn't do more winners, but his unforced errors number was less. So PCB, he served well. He executed the ball great with his forehand. Many winners from his forehand. He played solid from his backhand. He didn't step into the court so much, and he's solid from both wings. So it's very hard to hit through. And I don't know. He didn't return better than Shapo in this match, but he did his job. He was more calm. He was more clutch in the biggest moments, and he made Shapovalov go into rallies. And sooner or later, he did many unforced errors. That was expected because Shapovalov is like that. He's very inconsistent. Shapo, who has served great the whole tournament, did that in this match also. He won 79% of his first serves in and 40% of his second serves in. Pablo Carreno Busta won 68% of his first serves in and 54% of his second serves in. Carreno Busta saved 8 out of 16 breakpoint he faced, and Shapovalov 16 of the 21 great breakpoint he received against him. And the key number in this match why Shapovalov lost is his unforced error numbers. He hit 76 winners, but also made 76 unforced errors. And Pablo did 33 winners and 42 unforced errors. But if you look at the numbers, why Shapovalov lost this match, it was in the set 2 or 3. That's where he lost the match, because in set 2 he did 25 unforced errors. In the set 4 he did in set 3 he did 27 unforced errors. So 25 unforced errors in the second set and 27 errors in the third set. So that's totally 52 unforced errors, and he totally made 76. And the set that they bageled PCB in the fourth set, he only made 3 unforced errors. That's where he lost the match. If he had been more clutch, take care of the opportunity, if he didn't hesitate and take those bad decisions as he does sometimes, he would have won this match. But PCB tired him out. And in the fifth set, he was a more clutch player. It was no talk about it. He was the better player in the fifth set. And in the last two games of the fifth set, I think I saw a little bit of that Shapo had given up a little bit. So job well done, PCB. You deserve this spot. You played much better when it most mattered. And if you can take this game against Sasha, be consistent from baseline, and wait for Sasha to do more mistakes than him, PCB will probably advance to the final. But that's another topic, another video that I'm gonna do if I have time. So Sasha, he's one of those young prospects that has the eyes of the tennis world on him. He will sure have a great future. He did a great job. I predicted him to come to the quarterfinals, but I didn't expect him to meet PCB there. So with this prediction and the game that he has played, I think that Shapovalov have made a great tournament. He could have won this match also, but it was not his time. He was not more clutch. He did too many unforced errors. And otherwise, his games worked very well because he returned 32% of he won 32% of PCB's serves and 44% of his second serve. So he returned great. Normally, that is Achilles heel together with his inconsistency and the backhand. But in this match, he hit those winners. He did many aces. I think he did around 25 aces or something like that. But anyway, big congrats to PCB. And now the other match, it was between Zverev and Sasha Zverev. If you looked at the head-to-head stats between these two guys before the match, you know that Bonachoris was up 3-1, I think, and he beat him here also in 2017. He started out like a cannonball. Djoric took the first set. He played very convincingly. He played with low margin tennis. He didn't make too much unforced errors. Sasha didn't play that terrible, but Djoric was the better man in this match. But from the start of the second set and further on, I noticed a couple of things about Zverev that I call 3 C's. He was clutch, he was calm, he was cool, and he had the most important thing, control of this match. He started to play better, and he started to pushing Djoric around the court more. It's like he was trying to execute the points earlier and more faster, and also tired him out. And he showed that he was a clutch player when he won those two tie breaks. And he showed mental toughness. No, he won one set in tiebreak. I'm sorry, it was the second set, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, Sasha played solid from the baseline. He served great. He won 76% of his first serves in, 41 of his second serves in, and Djoric won 70% of his first serves in and 57% of his second serves in. And Sasha saved 11 out of 15 break points that Djoric had against him. So that was good. And his return game was okay. He won 30% of his Djoric's first serves in and 37 of his second serves in. And he did 52 winners and 46 unforced errors. And Djoric did 37 winners and 41 unforced errors. So Sasha was the better player in this match. He showed from the beginning of the second set that he knew that he had the golden opportunity to advance here. None of the big three was here. No team on his half. No Medvedev on his side. He is the man to beat on the upper section now, because he would go in as a main favorite, a huge favorite against PCB. He could take him out because he has the firepower. Even though Shapovalov hit many winners, he did unfortunately too many unforced errors, and I don't think that Zverev will do that. He did 12 double faults, normal for him. It didn't affect the match so much because he was so clutch in the biggest moments. And we will see a terrific match in the semifinal between Zverev and PCB. You never know. It's a very unpredictable match also. But we have seen that Sasha have matured. I think that you can see that he have learned the lessons that he has learned lessons and learned something from the mistakes that he made earlier, because earlier he was standing too far from the baseline, and he gave his opponent time to dictate the game, the pace of the game, and he also was very immature. He lost his calmness very fast, and even though he had control of the match before recent years, he had a tendency of letting his opponent into the match. If you remember many of his Grand Slam, when he has taken the control, maybe he has won the first set and the second set, he invites his opponent to the table, and that he loses unnecessary energy. He hasn't done that yet. He plays very focused, and I don't think he feel the pressure as much as before. He's more relieved now on court. So I think that we have a new Sasha here. It's not an old Sasha, but you never know. I will see him. I will want him to lift a Grand Slam trophy before I can put the dot to this sentence. But Sasha did what he had to do. It was expected, and congratulations to him also. Congratulations to Bona Čorić, a player that did a superb tournament. He beat Tsitsipas, and he deserved this 360 ranking points that he earned from this loss. The same goes for Shapovalov. Now they have to refocus and regroup for the clay season. If they're gonna play in the French, I don't know, but I think so. Both of them will participate there, and we have to wait for the upcoming matches. They're gonna be exciting. Both Medvedev and Thiem are the two main men to beat in this tournament. So we will see what's happening in these guys' quarterfinals. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.